Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at modern women having a meltdown over the future. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Just got evicted, I don't have nowhere to go.
That's not my problem, bro. You can find you somewhere else to go.
Move in. I done brought all my shit.
My son can come, but you can't come.
I'm definitely coming, are you kidding me?
Go to your man house.
What the f*** you doing me like this? You acting like you don't know who I am. I done brought all my shit over here.
You got bags and shit, pillows. I don't give a fuck. Hey, take your ass to the Salvation Army.
I don't have nowhere to go.
Go to the shelter. Go somewhere, but you can't be here. Get the fuck off my step. What the fuck?
And now what if I sleep on this motherfucker?
Hey, that's your problem. You better call your man.
I'm not going nowhere.
No.
My hand, you
Hey, that's not my problem, bro. No. Yes, bye.
What?
Smart man, do not let that woman in. She's a walking red flag.
What's your ideal age in a man?
18 to 20.
Ideal race?
White.
Minimum height?
Probably like 5'11".
Minimum income?
I don't know, minimum wage, so what, like 50K?
Minimum wage is 50K.
Well, it's 12 an hour, so...
We'll just do 50K.
Yeah.
The probability of you finding your ideal man is a 0.76%.
That makes so much sense.
An 18-year-old kid barely stepping into college making 50K? Did I hear that right?
What's your age?
52.
Are you currently single?
I am.
Why is that the case?
That's a really long story. Very long.
So you were married before?
I was married. I have 3 children, and I've been divorced for 14 years.
But married for how long at the time?
12 and a half.
So how do you kill a 12-year marriage? What happened?
Oh boy. I want to say that it got killed and it wasn't by me, but stuff happens. But we have 3 amazing children, so we did something right.
So what made you give up in the end?
Yeah, I had no choice. It was for the best. Things were going on, and I had babies, and he was going one direction, I was going another, and we just weren't on the same page anymore.
What's your expectation for the men that you see and you date?
Very high. My expectations are very high. That's why I'm single.
You don't want to get remarried?
I would if I met the right person, but my standards are very high, and I'm a very independent woman. I'm not going to settle for just any man, and I don't really need to be in a relationship. I'm happy being alone.
I don't think I've ever heard a woman say, I was the problem in my past relationship. I messed up. Is this you?
Guys love to be like, I do really like you. I'm just busy with a lot on my plate right now. I'm like, you mean the other girls on your roster? Yeah. No, I'm sure dating 13 women does keep you busy. I get it. Dating in this day and age is not like, is he seeing other women? It's like, I know he's seeing other women, but am I his favorite? Am I in the top 3? I don't need to be the only woman. In fact, I don't even need to be number 1. Top 3 is good. I'm happy, like, I'm comfy at 2. I'm comfy at number 2. People are like, never let a man show you twice that he's not into you. And I'm like, twice is in 2 times? That's rookie numbers. That's light work. I don't even start liking him until he's shown me 5 to 10 times that he's not into me. And then I'm like, I have to have him. I have to prove to myself that I'm lovable by getting this man who clearly doesn't like me to like me.
Ma'am, respectfully, I think the problem is you.
Do y'all realize that the black community has trained its men to not be abusive so that the women can be?
Women like this are absolute poison. Leave and never look back.
Can someone tell me why dating in your 30s is so bad?
It's because you're in your 30s, love. You haven't got it anymore. It's not getting better. This is a map of just your overall value to other people in the dating market. The girl value starts off pretty high at 18, peaks at 22. That's the age that men of all ages prefer, is 22. And it just goes down pretty quick on the way to 30 and 40 and then stays low. You'll notice that there are 3 colors here. The men get 3 lines. We have privileges. This is for male physical attractiveness. Not a lot of women are really into 18-year-old boys. Some are, but most are not. So men peak in physical attractiveness at about age 27, and they start to decline too, just like women, but a couple years later. But also, women are interested in men for money, and men tend to accumulate money as they age, which gives men an extra boost. So this is their overall attractiveness. Like, this is when a guy is most physically attractive, and this is when he gets financially, like, probably at the top, around 40, somewhere around there, making him the most attractive as a dating partner, as someone to date, dating partner, at somewhere between 27 and the time that he gets as rich as he's going to get. It's just rough in grown-up land.
It's not that dating in your 30s is that bad. You were playing on easy mode in your 20s. It gave you false expectations about how dating is supposed to go. Ma'am, you're in your mid-40s posting crying videos on TikTok for attention. Why would any man want into this mess? High blood pressure? Kids from another man?
You're single.
And hit on by married men.
Are you dating any of the married men?
No, I just found out they were married, and I can tell you how to spot them.
Okay, is it the ring?
No.
Is that usually the way?
They never wear rings.
They take it off. Okay, longest relationship?
That one's a hard one to answer because you can say, it's over! You try and cut ties, and you're serious. You look them straight in the eye, and you go, it's done, it's over. Bye-bye.
And then you keep for 3 months.
No, they come back around.
You gotta count the 3 months.
They go,
you don't count
I was in the area. You were in the area.
Yeah, I'm not looking for like year, month, day, just like a approximation, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, longest relationship.
You can't even count it because it just kept going on even though you cut it off.
Yeah, you can't just count. So if it was like on again, off again, give me the years.
I can't even think of the years. I can't remember that
Was
far
Friends
back.
on TV? Was Bill Clinton the president?
Yeah, at one point he was.
You dated
then
Bill
he kept
Clinton?
going all
Did you date
the
Bill
way.
Clinton?
No.
Would you?
He thought he was.
Oh.
He freaking thought he was.
It's like a window to the future. All of the OF girls at this table will end up like this someday.
You know, if I had to take a guess, it's just the whole facts are more widely available now. I can just go on your IG. There it is. Oh. If you can't tell the IG, they're bound to pull the script.
I don't go out a lot. Like, I don't go to parties a lot or whatever. That's just because, like, I don't really like...
Listen, honey, I was born on a day, but it wasn't yesterday.
Why are modern women single? Let them talk long enough. I promise, they'll tell on themselves.
Have you ever considered the possibility you might end up a lonely old cat lady?
I have. I think about it every day. It's so hard to get someone who understands you. And
why are the women who say they won't settle okay with settling for living and dying alone with a dozen cats?
Because during all their life they think they deserve better, and the years pass and then they end up being alone.
Because you'll have peace. Your peace of mind is priceless.
Well, yeah, but why would women who can't have everything choose to settle for nothing?
Because that's not nothing. Like, you have yourself. Like, sometimes if you get the wrong man, it just chips away at you and you be like, I'll just rather deal with my cats than to be doing all this work.
Relationships take work, even the good ones. If you don't like it, lady, just enjoy your cats. Just what kind of degenerate brags about loss like it's a win? It's just disgusting to see.
I emasculated my ex-husband 3 specific ways: control, criticism, and comparison. I was in control of everything. I controlled how the dishes went in. If he loaded the dishwasher and it wasn't good enough, the way he was going to lead our team, it wasn't good enough. The way he managed everything wasn't good enough. Nothing he did was ever good enough. And then I let him know out loud, like I criticized everything that he did and told him how it should have been done better. And perfection was the standard that I held for him, so nothing was ever good enough. because I was comparing me and him. And I had this self-righteous view of myself that I knew the way and my way was better. And nothing he ever did was enough. And eventually it created a man that was apathetic, that was resigned to not do anything. Why should he show up? If I'm gonna redo it, or if I'm gonna do it better, or if he's gonna get criticized, why should he show up? And then that caused further division in our relationship, because he would say that he was gonna do something and then just not. And it created this big void in respect. And where I got it wrong in the respect category was I was waiting for him to show up as perfect in order for me to begin to respect him. I didn't ever respect his effort. I didn't ever respect the progress. I didn't respect anything.
And then people will tell you, happy wife, happy life. That poor man's life must have been miserable with her.
You're running in a race. You passed the person in third. What place are you in?
Second.
What? Hi, ladies. What school do you go to?
West Virginia. West Virginia.
WVU. On a scale of 1 to 10, how smart are you?
Probably a 10.
A 10?
Yeah, probably like a 4.
A 4? Okay, what about you? How smart are you?
Solid 5.
What is 3 cubed?
Cubes?
Yeah, 3 to the third power.
81. Yeah.
That's what you were gonna guess?
Yeah.
What were you gonna guess?
81.
What would you have guessed?
I'm brain dead right now.
Wonder if they can get their college tuition back.
Y'all got too many comments, and I cannot address the comments enough. Y'all bashing me about having 7 kids and looking for somebody to help take care of them. What is the issue? As a single woman, am I supposed to just give up on life and not want to find a man that's going to help me and my kids? And 4 of my kids have dads. It's literally just 3 that I'm looking for help with. That's it. But I'm going live tonight at 10 or 10:30. Because we're going to get to the bottom of this, and I'm going to find me a man. Period.
Ma'am, you don't need a man. You need therapy and some common sense.
Accepting that you are most likely going to be alone for the rest of your life is a really hard pill to swallow. And it's not even because there's anything wrong with me or that I am not deserving. I'm just tired. I meet guys, and I feel like I'm constantly looking for a reason to not trust them, because I have never experienced a good man before. Like, I've never been in a good, healthy relationship. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know what to look for. I don't know what is normal. I've never experienced normal. How am I supposed to know? And now I'm 37, and every man that I meet is disappointing and doesn't add value to my life, doesn't make me happy, and I just don't want to settle anymore. I've been in so many relationships, long relationships, and no one has ever added value to my life or made me feel like I was enough. I mean, is there something wrong with me? I question it all the time, but I know that I'm just fucking traumatized.
Ma'am, please, you've had 20 whole years to try dating a good man. You're the one that chose not to. This is your best pitch? Do you have any idea what men want?
Women usually later in life don't hit their goals as far as family, the family unit, because they didn't spend their life doing the work. They've been lied to and sheltered.
That part.
Men, we have to do the work. We can't avoid reality. You don't necessarily have to be intelligent or necessarily have to be cooperative, because men would just put up with you because you're beautiful and something to look at. You've been sheltered from having to do the work until you're looking for a husband. Now you're faced with reality, and you have to ask yourself the hard questions and the tough questions and do the hard work.
It's true. Attractive people have the same problem. If you don't have to put in any work, most people are just not going to.
They cut my food stamps to $80 from $738. How that's supposed to support a household of 3. Oh, I'm pissed the off, like I'm mad because how the am I supposed to survive on? So when y'all see me in the store stealing stuff in my bed, nicely act like you don't and mind your mother business, because it's going in my mother bag, and I'm walking out this mother store with my mother chest up and my head held high, and I dare you to try to tell me, hey ma'am, excuse me, because I'm gonna look at you like you're retarded and say go talk to Trump about. on my kids. Anybody that mother for him, girl, or to him. Because y'all is the stupidest I've ever seen in my life.
I thought they were supposed to be strong and independent. Why do they need the government to feed them? Lady, get a job.
Like, I thought for sure I was gonna be married and have a family, but now I'm so grateful that I didn't and have these other projects and passions that I've established on my own. So
when I left here, people said, why would you leave Miami? And my answer, it was difficult to describe, but I said, my soul was dying. Because
I felt that way in LA.
Oh my God, yes. You're evaluated so critically. And
then too, it's kind of fun when you like reach the top of everyone's standards and you're like, okay, f you, bye.
Where I am right now, I know I'm like kind of getting hit as if I am supposed to take a partner. I don't want it. I have so much calm. I have such a nice life.
Rebecca, you fascinate me. Here's my question for you.
Yes.
How many of your best friends, are married with kids?
I don't have a lot of best friends, but I know everybody who...
All your friends from high school, college, graduate school.
When I went back up...
If there's 100 of them, how many of them are married with kids?
From graduate school, they're mostly from other countries.
In general.
She doesn't compare herself, I think.
That's not my point. But
that's what I like.
It's not a comparison.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to say...
What's the numbers?
No, I see them, and they've grown, and they have other lives, and they have husbands, and this just isn't my life.
What percentage?
I think a lot of them do.
So 90+%?
I guess.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, all my best friends, and I have dozens until I grew up in Miami, all my friends, like 5% I'm still hanging with, we're going out, like 5%. Meaning the other 95% are married with kids. So you're the anomaly. This is all I'm trying to say, is that you're successful, beautiful, and I don't need no man. I got my own thing.
Did you see just how hard she was trying to dodge the question? Just be honest, ma'am.
More young women need to get married at a younger age and start having kids. The single woman issue is one of the biggest issues faced in the civilization. Yeah, we have more single women in the early 30s that are the most depressed, suicidal, anxious, lonely in America's history because there's a biological clock that's going off, and they realize that they're not going to be able to have kids and that they're not as desirable in the dating market or in the dating pool, and so they start to lash out on the rest of society by voting Democrat.
So date like you're gonna marry, I guess that's gonna be.
Well, yeah, just get married early. Like, reject the siren song of modernity and have lots of kids. Like, being a partner at a local law firm actually isn't that big of a deal. Having 3 kids is a really big deal and will make you happier. And it's okay to be a stay-at-home mom. In fact, we need a lot of stay-at-home moms. And a lot of women want to be stay-at-home moms, and we have miserable women because we've been shuffling them into a corporate wasteland when in reality a lot of them don't find a lot of passion or fulfillment in that line of work. And who can blame them?
You will find your true happiness working endless hours in a stressful job. Modern women have been sold a corporate fantasy. It's crazy how modern women try and glamorize this kind of behavior. Imagine having a daughter like this.
How long do I have to keep doing this to make money off of this, bro? I got 100,000 followers on Instagram. I have 50,000 followers on TikTok. Nobody want to give me money. I don't want to start an only. My music career is trash. I have 40 monthly listeners. What the?
Well, I'm sure that the temper tantrum is gonna help.
I'm just calling my mom.
No, I get it. I don't have my phone on me.
Nobody wants me to call my mom, apparently. I was trying to find my phone in the car.
Your phone's right here.
Please, I need my phone. I don't know how to open this car. Because they're not letting me call my mom. I should have had my phone in my pocket. It's because I was on a call with my cousin. Yeah. It's her fault that this happened.
Okay, let's get your cousin in jail then. There's not a drop of accountability in her body. That's wild to me.
Women today think you can have it all, and they're not living that reality.
We're discussing things from a specific perspective and what society deems as is all for women and men specifically.
When women say all, generally what they're talking about is they want a man who's financially successful, loyal, good looking, certain height, certain sex disposition. He's a poet. He's an actor. He's also an undercover spy and everything else. And no, you don't get that because you can't have it all. It makes no more sense than one person trying to think they can get everything from you.
Well, I also don't believe that you can get everything that you need from one individual. I think that's a fallacy that romanticism has created. Also, when you say it all, you were speaking about from a romantic partner.
Okay, however you define all, you can't have it. Unless all is just you. If all has to do with any other human being, you cannot have it all. Give you a case in point. Halle Berry, for years, arguably one of the most beautiful women, miserable as French toast. Why? This woman right here should be able to have it all, right? Beautiful, acclaimed actress, rich, successful, can't keep a man, and complaining about child support and family court. And the list goes on. Why do modern women, the notion of having it all is, with respect, it's a childish notion because kids want it all. Adults are supposed to realize you can't. You have to make choices.
True, but modern women's standards are set by TikTok nowadays, not reality.
Remember this girl? She accused a man of her in a parking lot. She said that she got out of her vehicle. Dude came up, grabbed her, and tried to pull her pants down and do stuffs to her. That man spent 31 days sitting in jail while his family was out here struggling on the streets until the cops did their due diligence and went and checked the surveillance cameras and saw that none of that ever happened. Police went back to the woman and they confronted her, and she said that she decided she was going to do that because she thought he looked creepy. They charged the woman, released the man, and the woman was just sentenced to 45 days in jail. Trying to ruin a man's life and put him in prison for years. Innocent man with a wife and 2 kids. Yet all that they gave her was 45 days. Now personally, I don't think this is a hot take to say this, but I think that she should have to spend every single day of the maximum sentence she could have gotten that man in a hardcore maximum security prison like he would have gone to. The only reason that that didn't happen to him and ruin him and his family's life was because there happened to be surveillance cameras in that parking lot.
Whatever sentence they were planning on giving him if he was found guilty, she should have to serve.
Please, I need a husband. I'm tired. Loneliness is choking me. I need a husband. I promise I will not be shaking Nash online again. I am ready to settle down now, please. I need a husband. I need a husband.
$20 million what? Headaches?
If you've gone through a divorce, I just need to know, does it get easier? Does it get easier being without your kids? Because all I can do every time is cry.
You know, I see these videos and I genuinely feel for the people in them. And I can tell you right now, no, it doesn't get easier. If anything, it gets harder. I know, I've been there. There were many times I dropped my kids back off to their mother and pulled off to the side of the road shortly thereafter to cry my eyes out. It never got easier in the 18-odd years that I had to go through it. I genuinely feel for this young lady, and I'm sorry to tell her, no, it doesn't get any easier. But let's not forget, it's not just the moms that go through this. The dads do every bit as much.
The truth is, it never gets easier for women after a divorce, especially if kids are involved. But what about men? Does it get easier for us? Let me know in the comments below. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like these. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel and the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.